Hey there, I am back. Welcome, welcome. Let's just get right to it. We are covering part 4 of the 5-part series, in preparing your action plan so that you can get yourself started on this journey of childcare business ownership and entrepreneurship. I'm Marjorie Mallard, and in this video, as I said, we're going to be covering business formation and legal requirements, okay? Very important for you to know if you are looking to put together a childcare business, to start your own childcare business. So as I covered in the other videos in our series, it's really important for you to formulate an action plan. There's so many moving parts that you need to research and cover and put together. And in this video specifically, we're going to be talking about business formation and legal requirements. So this is a very important part of your action plan. Lots of research needs to be done here because there's a lot of moving parts for not just one agency, not just your licensing agency, but your city, your zoning boards, your state, so many officials that you are going to have to be in compliance with, and that you're going to have to experience and make sure that you have under your belt, getting all of the formations needed to pass for that licensing and to remain compliant. So let's start with business formation. And if you have the workbook, pull it out, because you could just follow right along in our 90-day guide action plan to start up your own brand new childcare business. If you do not have the guide, then definitely click the link below and download your own copy. But in this video, what we're talking about here is business formation. What is business formation? Well, I'm going to put it to you this way, okay? I know a lot of entrepreneurs, when you're first getting into business, you're really not thinking about forming the legal business formation, and that is extremely important. You don't want to go into business just using your own name. So, for example, Marjorie Mallard's Daycare. That is not what you want. You want to be able to protect yourself and form a true, viable business. The business formation is going to help you a couple of ways. So, for example, not only is it going to just give you a name, okay? Let's just say Tutti Frutti's Daycare, okay? Tutti Frutti's Daycare, LLC, Tutti's Frutti Daycare, Inc., okay, for example. But when you're thinking about business formation, there's several different auspices that you can elect to form your business under. Do not use your personal brand. Do not use your social security number. And there's a couple of reasons for this, and I'll get into that a little bit more in the video. You can elect from doing a DBA, an S Corp, a C Corp, or an LLC, or a PC, okay? You do have a couple of those different options. Now, for you, they all have different requirements, and with the different requirements, they protect you in different ways. Having the business formation also is going to give you a couple of different tax advantages, number one. Number two, it's going to help you as well when the time comes for your business to move forward in a couple of ways. Scale, grow, an investor looking at it, okay? You're maybe franchising, let's just say, maybe you're opening up a second location, maybe you're looking for funding even. So you need to be able to set yourself up as a true and viable business. Let me tell you guys a little story. And this is coming from experience. I've been doing this for 23 years. Back when, I remember a time when I first started my business, and listen, I just jumped right on into it. And I didn't have anyone to guide me. There was no YouTube to try to figure things out back then, okay? What I did was I just went into it and I opened up a daycare. I had a name, but I didn't legalize the name, all right? I didn't legalize it. And it was just myself that I was using the business name for. Biggest mistake that I could possibly have made. You don't want to tamper with your social security number. You don't want to tamper with your personal credit. You don't want to do those things. I didn't even have Guys, I'm being truly transparent here. I didn't even have a business checking account. I just took the money and put it inside of my own personal bank account, and I was just using it that way. When the time came and I was ready to grow into my second location, there was no history. There was no history to look back on to see that I was making X, Y, and Z dollars, and that I was a credible source for the bank to be able to lend me money so that I can go ahead and expand into my dream. Don't let that happen to you. I then had to, of course, go ahead, get my EIN number, form my business, and start pretty much from scratch. All of that time was wasted where I could have very much have set myself up for credit as a creditable lending person to these lending institutions, because you're all going to want to grow and you're all going to want to expand. In addition to that, from the legal standpoint, when you're using your own personal name, listen to this, guys, full transparency again. Things happen, okay? Because we're talking about children. You do not want to be caught up in a situation where somebody is maybe coming after you for a particular reason, and they're coming after you personally. You don't want to do that. You want to protect yourself. Like they say, put on your shield and your armor. And your shield and your armor is your business formation. So make sure that you go out and you get that. And it's very easy for you to do, okay? Very easy. You pick your name. You make sure it's not registered within the states, right? And then you go ahead and you decide that you're going to use this name. Make sure you speak with a CPA. Okay. And when you're speaking with a CPA, because he needs to, CPA, certified public accountant, okay, he needs to tell you what the tax ramifications are going to be for using either an LLC as opposed to an S Corp. You want to know and ensure that, you're going to be able to pay the taxes, which we have to do as business owners, but whether or not it gets attached to your personal tax 1040, or whether it's going to be filed separately, whether you're going to pay quarterly, whether you're going to pay at the end of the year. All of that cycles also around the S Corp, C Corp, LLC election, okay? So you want to speak with an accountant. When you pick your name and you decide that you're going to be one of these corporations, alrighty? Additionally to that, again, the legal requirements of the state, you're going to have to, I'm going to rewind. I forgot one important thing. After you get the name, you want to file with the IRS for your EIN number, employee identification number. And that is going to be acting like your social security number, but it's not your social security number. It's the business's social security number, okay? So you want that for your business. Important. Now, once you've done that and you're going for your license, your state wants all of this information. So you're going to have to most certainly make sure you keep all of your documentation, all of your filings, all of your paperwork, all of your approvals, so that you can submit that paperwork with your licensing application, because your childcare business is going to be filed with your state. The license's name is going to be that Tutti Frutti Daycare. Remember, we talked about that at the beginning. It's not going to be Marjorie Mallard's daycare. It's going to be the Tutti Frutti Daycare, or whatever it is that you decide. Mine will be, let's just say, Tutti Frutti Daycare, Inc., okay? And then after you get that done as well, and you submit those papers, that EIN number, you're going to also want to give that to the state in the licensing application, all right? So very important, again, to form that business formation. Very important. And then as far as other legal requirements, there is an entire list of requirements that you are going to need, from insurances of many different types, okay, as well as other requirements that each state individually requires of you. So if you need more information about that and you need a little bit of clarity, maybe you have some questions, drop me some comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. In addition to that, you can go right ahead and grab your copy of the 90-day startup action plan, which it's a workbook so that you'll be able to work through a lot of different areas dealing from defining your daycare all the way down to marketing, enrollment, business formation, legalities, and so on and so forth. There's about 10 different chapters in here. Alrighty, guys. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. It's Marjorie Mallard, your child care business strategist and consultant. Do me a favor before you go over to the link below, grab your copy, or if you have any questions, you can sign up for my 30 minutes free strategy call, and let's have a discussion about what's most important to you and your journey for starting up your brand new childcare business. I'll see you in the next video.